here with Delux Magazine, and I'm with the gorgeous Ashlee Keating. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing I'm doing amazing. We are so excited to learn about your new single, Freaky. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, well, it's freaky. Yeah, and it's just all about, liberation and confidence and feeling freaky, and it's one of those songs that I really wanted people to just feel like they're confident and liberated when listening to it, especially women and want to get up and dance and especially on the chorus, like freaky, oh yeah, I'm feeling, you know what I mean? And it's just like really just a vibe and just a fun, sexy song.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. We were listening to it earlier and it is dope. It is super
Thank
duper
you.
dope. Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
So how did a Jersey girl end up filming in St. Louis?
Well, some people from my team are actually from St. Louis, and I've never been here before, so I kind of love it. And y'all have a little bit of an accent. Not even gonna lie, but it's like not really noticeable. You know what I mean? But it is
A
noticeable.
little discreet.
And everybody, I just shot my music video yesterday, was finished really late, and it was just absolutely incredible. And the director, Craig, is from St. Louis. He also shoots a lot of movies out here and has his own studio space. And we really transformed it into, I don't want to give away too much, but everything about what the music video is, and the set was really cool, and I'm just like so excited to share it all, and that's, I think it really just was about how it was coming to life. And when I don't really second guess things when it comes to life, and I like, talk to the director, and he kind of based off of what I was saying visually and then came up with, another concept, and then together we kind of put it together. And when I saw the set, I was like, so it really, really was that, and it's very cool. And yeah, I'm just cannot wait to show everyone. But St. Louis has so many things, and it's so cool that I got to experience and be here. And I'm sure I'll be back. And there's a lot of amazing artists from here too, so it's really cool to be able to come here and do that. I guess I brought a little New Jersey. I'm a Jersey girl from New Jersey. I brought some Jersey to St. Louis.
When are you all dropping the video?
Very soon.
I
Very
can't
soon.
wait.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Are there
I can't
any
say an exact date yet, but it will
Gotcha.
be like very, 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 very soon.
We cannot wait. Hopefully Deluxe will get an exclusive. Okay. But no, we can't wait. So you said that there are a lot of great St. Louis artists. Is there anyone that you'd be interested in working with anytime soon?
Definitely Metro Boomin. Love his music.
Yes.
An iconic producer. And I mean artist
Iconic.
essentially. Um yeah, so he'd be dope. I also love SZA. And I met Nelly recently, which was really cool. He is so dope and
He
so
is.
humble and
Yes.
so humble. And I love that about him. And I'm such a fan of his music. Oh my God. Even his country stuff, like I'm like, yo,
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
And yeah, so we talked a little bit recently, but I think, SZA, and then I love Sexy Red. I'm like, girl, if you want to hop on the Freaky remix, I know that's crazy,
No,
but
that would be dope.
that
That
would
would
be so
actually
her.
be dope. We got a Sexy Ray. Give us a call. Give us a call.
Girl, it's freaky. Hello.
It's
Yeah.
freaky.
But
What?
I do love SZA though. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. What story are you hoping to tell with your LP Live?
Yeah, to live your best life. Live in your truth, live in your authenticity. That's what that song is about. And I think that Live really embodied the whole project. So that's why I made that the title track of the LP. And it's I just really want people to feel I like people to feel confident when they're listening to my music and feel a type of way about themselves and feel the best about themselves. And Live was really originally that particular song was for my LGBTQ fans. I have, a huge fan base in
Love
that
it.
market, which and I have, family members in that, in the LGBTQ community as well. So when I was doing different records on that project, I wanted that one to be, truly like a global record that everyone could listen to no matter where you are in the world and feel like free and could dance and live in your truth and live in your authenticity. And that's kind of what that song is about. And every song on the project is really kind of to get to know me more as Ashlee too. Kind of there's, a ballad called Moments, which is like strength and resilience and togetherness in the world kind of thing. And both sides is really just about my personality from both and loving yourself from both sides. Like whether you're having a good day or a bad day, to remember to look at yourself in the mirror and know that you still love yourself from both sides. And I think that's really important nowadays with like people on social media looking at each other, comparing each other.
Yes.
And I'm also very like, there's two personalities to me. Like, there's that fierce, girl that gets on stage, and then there's the chill, down to earth girl. So it's like on both sides.
Yes.
Both sides is your best side. Yeah. So that's that vibe. That one's been actually streaming and doing really well. I think a lot of people like that one. And then, oh my goodness, what was the other song?
You have
What's
all
my
that. I was listening
list?
to all your songs
Moment.
before the interview, and I was like, oh wow, she's dope. Super dope.
Oh,
No,
thank you
you
so
are
much.
dope. And
Yeah,
you
it's just,
sampled Toxic. Oh my
oh
gosh.
yes.
My favorite. And you look phenomenal in that video. So tell us about that. Tell us about sampling Toxic, the process, in your song, Too Toxic. Tell us all about that.
Yeah, so well, I love Britney Spears. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
She was like the very first concert I ever went to, and it was just so iconic. And I feel like that messed me up for the rest of my life where I was like, I want to be that. Not fully her, but like I was already like wanting, I had been on Broadway and Star Search and always a born performer. Like I love to perform to camera. I'm born to just be an artist and create and do all the things. So when I went to that concert, I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally the most
Dope.
incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. And it was in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I was like dead center all the way up. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like I felt like I was gonna fall. But I was really young when I went to go see it. But it was just so creative and cool, and I absolutely love her. And basically that song came to life. I was working on some other records with producers and in the studio because I write a lot too. And they played me this beat, and it was literally like so it was toxic, but it Britney Spears, but it was like a drill hip hoppy beat, which I'm all about. Like I love hip hop and R&B. And when I heard it, I was like, they were, oh, we think we kind of, they were like, they said to me, they're like, oh, I think you might like F with this record. I don't want to curse. Um, like you might like, and I was like, oh my God, that's like one
So
of my
dope.
all-time favorite songs.
Yes.
And I knew exactly, like I was like, I knew exactly how not exactly how we wanted to write it specifically, but melodically what I wanted to do with it. And we rewrote it a few times actually, but we were kind of just messing around with it. And I didn't even know it was gonna be like for me personally. Like I thought we were doing it like for another artist or like we were just kind of messing around with it.
Yeah.
And it just fit me so perfectly and so well. And then we just kept going in the process. We got it cleared, which took a long time. And then the rest was history. And then we put it out at the right time and it charted in the top 40 charts and on Media Base, which was insane. And that was this year, I think. I'm like, this year's flying by, but
Flying by, flying
it's
by.
like been a long flyby year, if that makes sense.
Almost 2027. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe
Insane,
it.
literally insane. But yeah, like I'm like, I don't know. I'm just, I'm so grateful for that because I feel like that was like a big turning point in my career also. And here I
Definitely.
am with Freaky, and that was unexpected too. Like top of the year, I'm like, got in the studio and I'm like, oh man, I just made another one. Like, you know what I mean? Didn't expect that. But yeah, Too Toxic I love that record. It's really embodies me for sure. And I can be a little toxic. And it's also like that's another like confident record for
Yeah,
the girls, for anyone listening, where it's like I've been in toxic relationships with men, of course. We all have,
we all
right?
have.
We all go through it. And I wanted to kind of flip the reverse on it. Like, you're the toxic one, but no, I'm gonna be the toxic one
I
now.
love
And
it.
I'm gonna flip the narrative and show you that I can be toxic and you're gonna keep running back to
Who
me,
knew?
you
25
know?
years later, you'd be sampling Toxic. I mean, just iconic,
No,
iconic
crazy. It's
song.
crazy,
Yes,
crazy.
yes. So
And I
you've
love my
worked
girlfriend.
with Grammy-nominated producer Tommy Brown. Tell us about that. How did that feel?
Yeah, his whole team at Champagne Therapy is ridiculously talented. Like, I'm like, y'all are just amazing. And yeah, I mean, we actually did a lot of writing sessions, believe it or not, like this on Zoom.
Hmm.
Because that project started, back in the not back in the day, but several years ago. It took a minute for me to, get it out and do it right and do it properly. And now I've been dropping a lot of stuff, but yeah, him and his team are just so, so talented. And they really understood the vision and what I wanted to do, and it came out incredible. And I think it's really important too when you work with people, to really enjoy working with them
Yes.
and just kind of feel free and just have fun, because that's creatively, I feel like that's when the best stuff happens. But I've grown so much since that project that it's like I look back and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
but I feel like it was a great, that project, I had started going back to my roots more, because it was like, a little bit after the pandemic, and I had moved back to New Jersey actually. And because I love to do like pop stuff, but really my roots are like pop with R&B and hip hop. And I listened to a lot of that growing up, and it's kind of crazy. Come like, where and how and when did I listen to all this? You know what I mean? Like, because no one in my house was really listening to it. So where did I get this from? But yeah, and so I kind of incorporated that more into my sound and my style and my music. And when I worked with Tommy and his team, it was a great gateway of like them bringing that to life for me. And I'm so grateful for that. So when that I and the beginning of that with Saucy, when I dropped oh, that was a song on the EP. Hello.
Hello.
Saucy, which really embodied like my personality, because she's saucy, just like she's freaky. um, but Saucy was like, just being confident and not being afraid to be that extra girl. Like, I popped out the room being like, I'm gonna wear glitter,
I
I'm
love it.
gonna wear
Lip
a
gloss.
jacket,
Yeah.
right. But do you, that's the thing, like don't dim your light, and that's what Saucy's about. So, but when that dropped, it was like, oh, we have something really cool. And it played on the radio I mean, that was actually the first song I've ever heard on FM radio playing for me, and it was just on Kiss FM, which was major. And things really, really started changing for me after that. Like I got to do a lot of shows with iHeartRadio, which I'm so grateful for. And um, yeah, here I am now. And I'm
You are.
charting and doing my thing. And I'm very grateful to Tommy and his team. And yeah, the timing was just great and they're amazing. So
And you started on Broadway, Star Search, Radio Disney. What was it sounds like it was a natural progression to go into your own music. And so give us a little bit of an insight on what that was like to transition from Broadway, Radio Disney into what you're doing now.
like I said, I popped out the womb being a performer. Like I was just like that girl, that diva. And not just like from a performance aspect, from a creative aspect. Like I'm very, very, even with this music video I just did, I came up with the creative direction of everything pretty much, like of like outside of what the director did. Like I knew to a T what I wanted with my outfits and hair, all that stuff. And so I'm very hands-on when it comes to the creative process of my vision of who I am as an artist. And I think, it was just instilled in me, like God gave me so many gifts when I was born, and it was just like I'm gonna use them, and I always wanted to perform and dance. And so I was only 6 years old when I was on Broadway. I played Gretel in The Sound of Music with Richard Chamberlain, who just
Oh,
passed away.
wow.
I think he passed away this year.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's a legend, right? So yeah, it was amazing to do that. And I think that really, I mean, I was only 6, so that gave
Wow.
me, yeah, I learned to be so professional at such a young age. And then I went on to do the national tour of The Sound of Music right
Wow.
after that, playing Gretel. Actually booked it for the national tour, and then they brought me into the uh, Broadway production at the end, which was crazy. And then, I just, it's always what I love to do. I'm very also athletic and sporty and do a lot of other things to keep myself grounded, but I'm just very, very determined, um, determined girl that like when I want something, I'm gonna go after it and go
Get it.
all in. And I think that's really important as an artist. But yeah, that's kind of how I got to where I am today. And then I was on Star Search at 10 in,
Wow.
on CBS, and that was my first time in LA. And I feel and sing and do pop music and sell global records all around the world and be performing in stadiums and doing my thing. And yeah, I just kept going. And then I was on Radio Disney, and it just kind of kept falling into place, just like it did with the Tommy Brown record and Freaky. And I don't know, it just like, I feel like the best things happen when you don't expect them. And
When
I
it's
just,
just
I
organic.
continue to just work really hard. I have a vision for myself. I want to be a household, legendary name someday, and have a global brand, and, be that girl. So I'm just working hard every day and moving forward. That's all I can do.
No, it definitely sounds like you're on your way. I mean, two-time Billboard charting artist, indie digital radio chart, media-based top 44 million Spotify streams. How did that feel when you found that out? How did that feel making that success?
Honestly, I'm very hard on myself. So, so I'm like, I always have something more that I'm growing toward and trying to be. And I think I will say, like, even recently last week, I heard my song Freaky on the Heat on Sirius XM, but I was like out shopping and running errands. And I didn't know, like, I was like, that's one of my favorite radio stations, is, and because you can hear it anywhere, and
Yeah.
I got in my car, and then they were like, "This the new girl you gotta watch out for, Ashlee Keating." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like at Target in like so much traffic, and I don't. I think it's starting to hit me now where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, wow!" Like, those are
What up?
moments you dream of,
Yeah.
like, because I definitely started tearing up a little bit then, because it's like, you know, like if you do an interview or you do something else, like, you'll hear it at a certain time, but like when it's playing in rotation and they're especially not just that, but like giving love to you, saying like, this is the new girl, coming up, whatever, and I'm like, you better watch out for her. I was like,
That's
you
me.
know,
That's
well,
me
it's
on the
huge, yeah,
radio.
because I used to want to be one of those girls, like when they would say it about whoever, and then I'm like, oh, who's that? Like, I want to hear who that is. And especially with the fans, like I think that's the main thing. Like, I I don't even care about what's going on, how successful I'm being. I think when I receive a plaque someday and I put it on my wall, that will be also incredible. But I think it's really just the fans, and then hearing it on the radio when you and the love that the DJs and everyone are giving when they actually talk about me as an artist and love my music and my records and who I am. That's really when it hits me. But it's the fans too, because like when I get noticed, like when I'm just out somewhere, or when a fan comes up to me or sends me a message and tells me like what I'm doing for them and what my music means to them, and how they're inspired by me, by how I dress, by how I do whatever. That is like everything, because that's what I do this for. Is like really for the fans and the world, and doing, using my platform for good to share it, with people.
Yes. Well,
So
you
that's
are a
like the
vibe.
main thing.
You're
Yeah.
you're a whole vibe. Who inspires you?
Oof. I hope to inspire myself, honestly. I think that's the most important thing is like some days I'll be like, even if you're having a bad day, like it's like look at yourself in the mirror and be like, "Oh, I am that bitch." You know? Like I think it's important to inspire
Yeah.
yourself and always like outdo yourself personally. But phew, I mean, I love Beyonce. Hello.
Hello.
She is the queen, the queen of all queens. Like she, oh my God, I love her so much. She's like my ultimate fave. But I love Beyonce. I love Rihanna, Gwen Stefani,
Yes.
Fergie. Um, who else? Oh my, I actually love Kelly Clarkson too. I really love her.
She's dope.
And yeah, I love artists that just have do a lot, but I mean also speak, for the world and do great things. I loved Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh, he was
Did you see the
also
movie?
I did. And
You
I watched it over and like I was on the plane here and I had fallen asleep. So then I just turned it on for 30 minutes, but I literally love that movie. It's so they killed it. They killed it. But yeah,
yeah, they did.
I'm
My kids saw like 5 times. I'm like, okay.
no, literally, you can literally watch that movie over and
Over and
over
over.
again.
Yeah.
It will be one of those for me, for sure. But yeah, I just love the divas and I love people that do big things, and
Yes.
and also expand on their name and careers for sure.
Well, live is about not dimming your light, living your truth, living our lives, positive affirmations. Tell us how music can transform your mental health.
And that is exactly why I wrote Live is it's a lot about mental health and perspective and confidence. It really, like I said, it can, that's what I try to do through my music is
Hmm.
make you feel good, make you feel confident, make you feel sexy. And it can really, music heals for sure. I feel
For
like it
sure.
also is, for me, I love music so much. This is kind of a funny random story, but when I got my wisdom teeth out, I literally, I didn't knock, I don't know why, but I didn't knock myself out like with laughing gas or anything. I was literally just listening to music. And it's just for me, it's even with people that have autism or I don't know. It's just it's very, very music is healing and music speaks. So we can all speak to each other. We can all come together through music and in my opinion, heal ourselves and heal the world and feel a type of way and feel happy. Like if you're I mean, I always run to music even if I'm having a difficult day. It's
Mhm.
like I don't know. It just it translates to people,
Yes.
when you're listening and does something to you. So I hope to do that through my music for sure.
And you worked with Demi Lovato, Kiki Palmer, Raven Simone, Jasmine Sullivan. Tell us about those experiences.
Well, it was funny. Yesterday when I was on set, we like, I don't know, I was taking content on my phone and someone was like, "Oops, I went to all the way up in your timeline." And I'm like, "Oh no." And it was
Uh-oh.
literally a picture of me and Demi Lovato from when I opened up for her. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my
Like we were
gosh.
babies. It was so funny. And then I was like showing everyone on set. I was like, I look a little bit different. You look great, but it was just so funny. And yeah, that literally popped up on my phone yesterday with me and Demi Lovato. And they're all amazing. I freaking love Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer is hysterical. And I've run into her a few times. Like last year when I was getting ready for my Too Toxic music video, we were at the same rehearsal spot. I was like, girl, I don't know if you remember me. We run into each other sometimes, but I was like, I opened for you years ago, like, and
Did she remember you?
I think she did. I think she did. Like I told her exactly where it was. At first she was like, "Huh?" We were on like a break outside
Right.
and her mom, because I've met her mom too, when we did do the performance. And I know her man, one of her managers. Him I know really like I've run into him a lot and he remembers me too. So it's like when I said, "Oh, your manager," and like da da da, and like she's like, "Oh my God." Like she is just a sweetheart. And I really hope to do more with her. She's a Virgo as well. A Virgo. I'm a
Hey,
Virgo. So,
hey.
it aligns for sure. We're
Yeah, for
both really
sure.
fun and funny and goofy and she's very a perfectionist like me, which I absolutely love. But I hope to do like an acting thing with her someday or something fun on TV, even a collaboration, whatever it is. I definitely love Kiki so much. And then Yeah, the Demi, I mean, they're all great. Raven, yeah, Jasmine is
Jasmine, yeah,
insanely talented. Oh my gosh, her voice is insane. We actually did when I opened for her, it was in Philadelphia, which she's from there and I'm from South Jersey, so that was kind of cool. It was like a hometown thing and
yeah.
um yeah, so that was really cool. But yeah, Demi Lovato's show when I opened for her, it was amazing. Like it was like downpouring rain in Philadelphia, and the fans were just in. I sold out of all my merchandise that day, and it
Oh
was
my
like
gosh.
a literally not one thing, but it was what was crazy about it was that it was like literally downpouring thunder lightning storm after I performed, so they had to like hold the show, and all the fans stayed in line,
Aw.
and I was like, y'all are but you know the when
Dedicated fans.
I love when fans are like that, when they're like really hardcore about, you know, who they listen to and
Yeah.
really loving them, like that means the world, you know. And then they like literally, I'll never forget this, like rushed. I didn't have security with me, and Demi had just said hi to me backstage, and she was going another way with her security. She had her security, but then the way I went out, it was like we had to get to our car, which was kind of backstage, but not. And I was with family, and I'm like, they literally bombarded, like rushed toward me, like
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh, and we could barely get it. It was kind of crazy. It was like I'll never forget that. But it's exhilarating, but also like, wait, what is going on right
Whoa.
now?
That's when you know
And it
you
was
made it. That's when you
but
know
that
you
was like
made
the
it.
first, well, they and it was just like that show personally was just they loved the fans were amazing. I mean, if, for me to sell out of all my little merchandise and I'm not Demi Lovato, you know what I mean? And it was just
Yes,
like,
yes.
but they were just so loving and like it was just a kind of a cool experience. And I had never had that happen to me before, so I was like, what is happening, you know? So it was really cool. It was really cool.
Well, 700,000 followers across your social media, entrepreneur. How do you balance everything? How do you balance
It
content
definitely gets
creator,
right,
music,
right, right.
selling merch?
I will say that this like leading up to this music video, I was like every single hour busy. Like I
That's incredible.
when I'm getting ready for things, it was like jam packed hour to hour. I was like, if someone called me and they're like, "Hey, can we change?" I'm like,
No,
"Nope."
I'm book
Because
solid.
if I do that, I'm completely off schedule. And it's like, and things happen, of course, you know, and you
Hmm.
work within it. But yeah, I've definitely getting that busy. And obviously it's important to take breaks. I love, you know, taking breaks. But for me, I love working out. Um,
You look great.
oh, thank you. Thank you. I love working out. I love, I think meditating is really important, kind of to bring your peace, you know,
Hmm.
and center yourself and just have that quiet time. Yeah, so I think that's really, you know, it. And just I'm also just a very hard worker. So I think I don't know how I balance it all. I really just I think it's the way my brain works, kind of, where like I just have a business mindset and a creative mindset and I don't know. I'm just kind of good at balancing, but like I'm just I don't know. I'm a Virgo, so I'm very, very, very like to the T, you know? Like I just I don't know. But I
Well,
think
what?
again, it's important to take care of yourself. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. What advice would you give emerging artists?
I think definitely work hard for sure. This is not an easy industry, so you have to really one love what you do and enjoy the process of it for sure. Like, meaning, even I have to remind myself that, like, you're not going to get this moment back, you know, enjoy the process of growing and learning and getting better and work really, really hard and continue to use, you know, social media as a platform to get yourself out there and yeah, just work really hard. If you want it, you got to go after it and you got to be hungry and yeah, just really, really work hard for sure.
Well,
But
what?
don't give up. Don't give up
Don't
if you
give
don't.
up. Do not give up. Hey, so what is the next for Ashlee Keating?
Well, you're definitely gonna see the freaky music video. I'm
Can't
so
wait.
excited. And I cannot wait to get out performing. So stay
Can't
tuned for
wait.
that. There's been obviously I've been in the studio, of course. So, but sometimes y'all gotta be a little patient. But I'm really, really, really excited about this music video to share that. And there's just lots of exciting big things in store. And I'm really just getting started. So yeah, it's exciting. And it's been killing it on radio. So I'm like, I'm just grateful to all the DJs and program directors and everyone that has been playing it. Um, it means the world. So, and I can't wait to get out and meet my fans. And I love talking to some of you guys on social media. So, yeah, it's lots of exciting things in store though.
Well, Ashley, we cannot wait for the video to drop. We can't wait to see what is next. How can fans follow you? Where can we follow you?
Well, you can pretty much just search my name anywhere. I have all social media platforms. So Instagram is Ashlee Keating, ASHLEE KEATING. And then my TikTok is Ashlee Keating Music. But I'm on all social platforms like Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the things. And then, yeah, you can stream my music on all streaming platforms. So, like Spotify, Apple Music, all of it. Yep.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you,
Yeah,
getting to know
thank
more about
you.
your music, getting to know all about where you came from and who you've worked with. It's been an absolute honor, and Deluxe Magazine cannot wait to amplify your
Oh,
music.
thank you.
So you have a friend in us. You have a friend in us.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
so
you so
much.
much. Thank you. Thank you for having me. By the way, I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.